Right now, the murder trial of Kari Sanford is about to go to the jury without hearing from any defense witnesses. Naomi Coles explains what happened today in court.
Also, state Republicans reject endorsing candidates, what that may mean for voters heading to the polls in the August primary.
And we hear from a wildlife expert about a frightening bear attack inside a northern Wisconsin home. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. The murder trial of Kari Sanford is about to go to the jury.
As the case is moving rapidly toward a conclusion, our Brad Hamilton is here with what happened in court today. Brad?
Some major developments in the trial today. For one, in the morning testimony, a detective revealed on a search of Sanford's phone how long it takes for a person to die. The phone was also tracked from the victim's home to the UW Arboretum, where the bodies of Dr. Beth Potter and Robin Kari were found. Sanford this afternoon also told the judge that he does not want to testify in his own defense, and his defense team called no further witnesses. Closing arguments are just wrapping up. The judge is now addressing the jury, and we expect this to start deliberating soon. Also, our Naomi Coles has been in court all day long. She's going to join us just a little bit later in this newscast with the latest updates.
Brad, thank you. A 16-year-old has been arrested after allegedly bringing a gun to La Follette High School this morning. A spokesperson for the district says two administrators overheard a conversation between two students that referenced a weapon. Staff members spoke to the student and found a gun inside the teen's backpack. The teenager has been taken to the Juvenile Reception Center.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Meteorologist Dana Fulton out on the weather patio. Dana?
A pretty comfortable afternoon, still a little bit below average, but not too bad outside for us right now. More cloud coverage building in the last 2 hours, and we're looking at a mostly cloudy sky sticking with us overnight heading into your Tuesday. 61 currently in Madison. Again, it feels comfortable, but we're still about 10 degrees below average. 71 is where we should be at for this time of year. With that cloud coverage building in, our Doppler track is still quiet. We're looking again at a dry overnight tonight. Temperatures will drop down close to 40 yet again for our overnight lows. 63 currently in Janesville, about 61 in Lone Rock. For tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures landing in the mid to low 60s, so another cool afternoon with a mostly cloudy sky. There's a slight chance for a shower late in the day on Tuesday. The better opportunity for rain will really build in for us Tuesday night heading into Wednesday. And we could see accumulation totals up to 2 inches for some areas. We'll take a closer look at where we're expecting that heavier rainfall in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. A story that broke in northern Wisconsin over the weekend about a couple and their encounter with a bear. It's been making national headlines.
The Medford couple said they tried to scare the black bear away from their bird feeder, but instead of running away, the bear broke into their home through a window and attacked them. Both the husband and wife were injured before the man was able to grab a gun and kill the animal. A DNR wildlife specialist told News 3 that while the attack is rare, it's not unusual for bears to enter homes.
Very infrequently. I look back to our records, and going back to 2013, there was only 9 cases that I recalled of where there was a bear attack that resulted in an injury, to a human. So.
Amazingly, the couple's children were asleep in their bedrooms at the time and were not injured. The news coming out of the Wisconsin State Republican Convention in Middleton this weekend was the lack of endorsements for candidates in most of the contested races on the statewide ballot this fall.
So what does this mean to not have the party's backing for candidates running in those top races, which includes Attorney General? Political reporter Will Keneally breaks down where the race heads from here. Will?
That's right. So the Attorney General is the state's top lawyer and a key constitutional officer, setting the direction for how the state represents itself in lawsuits. If Wisconsin wanted to challenge an order from President Biden, for example, the AG is the one to file that suit. But the Republican Party this weekend declined to endorse either of the 2 AG candidates, the same as in other races like governor and lieutenant governor. Ryan Owens, a UW-Madison professor and former Republican AG candidate himself, says that this can mean voters just aren't ready to sign off on a candidate yet.
I'm not surprised that there was a non-endorsement with this. I think there's a lot of uncertainty about Eric Toney's background, and I think Adam Jarko is, he's a relatively recent entrant to the race. I think people just wanted to see that before things moved forward.
So this was a common theme throughout the convention, Republicans opting to not endorse a candidate so that primary voters can weigh in instead. Democrats, for their part, don't endorse candidates at their convention. Whoever emerges from the primary will face incumbent Democrat Josh Kaul in the fall. and there will certainly be issues at play as the Republican candidates battle it out. We'll hear more of what those issues are expected to be coming up at 6.
All right, Will, thank you. President Biden made international headlines overnight when answering a question from CBS News about what would happen if China were to invade Taiwan.
Are you willing to get involved militarily to defend Taiwan if it comes to that?
Yes, that's a commitment we made. We are not. Look, here's the situation. We agree with a one China policy. We signed on to it and all the attendant agreements made from there. But the idea that it can be taken by force, just taken by force, is just not appropriate.
So now the White House has tried to soften the president's comments, saying, quote, our policy has not changed, and that the president simply committed to providing Taiwan with the military means to defend itself. China immediately responded, saying, quote, Taiwan is part of Chinese territory. We do not allow any country to interfere in China's domestic affairs.
The Biden administration says parents and caregivers can expect to find more baby formula on store shelves as early as this week. An Air Force cargo plane carrying 39 tons of formula landed in Indianapolis yesterday. That is enough to fill more than 500,000 bottles. The specialty formula for babies with allergies to cow's milk was manufactured at a Nestle plant in Switzerland. A second flight with formula is scheduled to leave Germany soon.
This particular shipment is going to be distributed immediately to hospitals and clinics around the country. So it's just a matter of getting it to the distribution center, getting the distribution center to put it in a truck. The truck is going to deliver it. So we're going to be seeing deliveries made in a matter of days.
The Michigan baby formula plant closed in February for safety issues should open next week, but it may take 2 months before that formula arrives in stores.
A Russian 21-year-old soldier was sentenced to life in prison in Ukraine's first war crimes trial since the invasion began. He pled guilty to shooting and killing an unarmed civilian, saying he was following orders. Meanwhile, high-ranking U.S. officials say a meeting with their counterparts from nearly 50 countries was very successful, with around 20 countries pledging new military assistance to Ukraine.
We're intensifying our efforts. And moving forward, we'll continue to deepen our coordination and cooperation so that Ukraine can sustain and strengthen its battlefield operations.
Intense fighting continues in eastern Ukraine, where its second largest city, Kharkiv, faces renewed shelling. There are concerns that Russian forces could launch an offensive there just days after Ukraine's military regained control.
The FAA is investigating after a plane had to make an emergency landing in a hayfield in Grant County yesterday morning. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says a single-engine plane was having engine trouble and had to make an emergency landing near the village of Bloomington. Luckily, farmers in the area were harvesting hay, and the line of hay bales helped guide the plane to the ground like a runway. The pilot was able to land safely without any damage to the plane, and no injuries were reported.
A word of advice from the State Patrol today. If you're in a car, you should be wearing that seatbelt, and starting today, they are stepping up enforcement of the state's seatbelt laws. The annual Click It or Ticket campaign runs for the next 2 weeks. WISC-TV said half of people involved in fatal crashes in Wisconsin were not wearing their seatbelts. About 88% of Wisconsin drivers and passengers used a seatbelt in 2021. That's lower than the national rate of 90%. 2 new concert venues are coming to the Deer District in Milwaukee, in the space that once was home to the Bradley Center. Construction on the 2 venues will begin later this year in hopes of opening in the Deer District late next year. One of the venues will have a capacity of about 4,000 people. The other, a smaller venue holding about 800. The president of the Milwaukee Bucks says these venues will bring about 200,000 people to Milwaukee each year.
It'll drive tremendous incremental economic impact for the city. It'll also provide great adjacencies to the Wisconsin Center District, which is now expanding, and other future developments.
An estimated 135 events will be held at the new venues every year. Next, COVID vaccines may soon be available for kids under the age of 5.
And the CDC says we will be hearing more about monkeypox as more cases are showing up in the United States. And later, why the DNR is asking for your help protecting turtles. That's about an hour from now on News 3 Now at 6.
And the markets with a strong start to the week. The Dow jumping more than 618 points. The Nasdaq up 181. S&P adds 72. We'll be right back.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My Command Center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
How do you use your energy? Fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need? At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
When we needed new doors and windows for our home, we were looking for someone we could trust.
We've done the bargain brand windows.
What we loved about Nextdoor and Window is that they were different.
We really loved their educational approach.
Call 844-600-NEXT. 50% off your installation.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. Trust your feet to Morgan's Shoes.
Birkenstock, a trusted name you've come to know, is back in stock. Birkenstock is footwear built for adventure, all-day play, and even an effortless wedge. A new heel with the same great feel. With nearly 250 years in the fine art of shoemaking, choosing Birkenstock means choosing the best in quality, comfort, and craftsmanship.
Comfort with style. Trust your feet to Morgan Shoes.
Morgan Shoes, Hilldale.
Who will Wisconsin Republicans push for Attorney General?
Tonight at 6, after the party voted to not endorse any candidates at their convention, we're looking into the current state of the race for Attorney General. Join us for News 3 Now at 6.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team is here for you, exposing scams, mediating consumer disputes, and getting results. Contact us by phone or on channel3000.com.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
We're taking action for you.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Welcome back. As we told you at the top of the newscast, the murder trial of Kari Sanford is rapidly moving toward a conclusion.
In fact, it has now gone to the jury. Naomi Coles has been in court all day. Naomi, what happened this afternoon?
Yeah, so just about 5 minutes ago, the judge picked the final juries, and they literally just walked into deliberations. We know the final jury makeup, 10 men, 2 females. They appear to all be white. And as I was actually leaving the courtroom, I did hear a couple court officials. This is speculation, of course, but they're assuming a minimum of an hour. It could be much longer, could be shorter. So it's possible that we'll get a verdict tonight, but again, that's really remains to be determined. Now, a couple things coming out of the closing statements. Prosecutors' defense just wrapped up their closing arguments in this case. The prosecution says, quote, the victims should have been living in fear of Kari Sanford. They painted this picture of the time in the pandemic when everyone was living in fear of the virus, and it was Sanford, they claim, they accuse of the one that victims should have been afraid of. The prosecution walked the jury through all the evidence of that night when Sanford is accused of killing them. The defense, they cast doubt on this evidence. They picked it apart. They said the star witness was, not credible. They called Sanford a very typical teenager in a very atypical time, and they believe that the state did not meet the burden of proof. Apart from that, I believe earlier, just a few minutes ago, you heard that Sanford has been acting out behind closed doors. We're still learn more information about that, but apart from that, we're now in the waiting game. We're waiting for a verdict that could come tonight, could come tomorrow.
And we'll check back in with Naomi Coles live down at the courthouse a little bit later on News 3 Now at 6. Naomi, thank you.
The CDC says it is likely that there will be more cases of monkeypox in the United States. The illness is rarely seen outside of Africa, but the World Health Organization is reporting more than 90 cases in 12 countries, including the U.S. Elise Preston has the latest from New York.
The CDC says it is monitoring the potential spread of monkeypox in the U.S.
I want to emphasize that we're in the early days of this response. It's likely that there are going to be additional cases reported in the United States.
So far, the CDC has confirmed 1 case in Boston. There are 4 other suspected cases, including in New York City and Broward County, Florida.
If this presumed case in Broward County does wind up being confirmed, then the Department of Health and the CDC will go through that same contact tracing in order to provide those kind of mitigation measures to contain it.
The patient in New York City is being isolated and treated as positive until final confirmation from the CDC. Monkeypox is a virus found in wild animals like rodents and monkeys. When it infects people, symptoms include fever, headache, aches and pains, fatigue, and swollen lymph nodes. Within several days, a rash develops that progresses to raised blisters that turn into scabs. The illness usually lasts 2 to 4 weeks. During a 2003 outbreak of monkeypox in the U.S., 47 people became ill, but nobody died.
I'm not sure we're at the concern where people should have any sort of sense of anxiety, certainly no sense of panic.
Health experts say the virus can be transmitted through body fluids, skin, and respiratory droplets, but it usually requires close personal contact to spread. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
The CDC says some of the U.S. cases reported precede the overseas festivals that public health experts suspect may be linked to the outbreak in Europe. Parents hoping to get their youngest children vaccinated against COVID have some encouraging news. Pfizer says 3 doses of its vaccine offers strong protection to those under 5. That news comes a month after Moderna said it would ask regulators to okay its 2 doses for the youngest children. But before the shots are available, health officials must analyze the safety and efficacy data from the company's studies to decide whether to recommend the shots. The first public meeting to discuss the shots is scheduled for mid-June.
With Madison being the biking haven that it is, engineers a half a world away probably have come up with a product that'll make your next ride a little more comfortable. They've developed a new bike seat that might alleviate sore rear ends. Posteriors, in fact, are their specialty. In this lab, the Czech company designs 3D bike seats by analyzing a rider's body.
His physiology, his needs, his riding style, and other parameters. And based on those individual characteristics, we create the saddle.
And they create a perfect mold of your backside on a memory foam pad. Experts then analyze a rider's stress points to create a customized seat from a 3D printer. And $400 later, you're off on a more comfortable ride.
Well, a holiday weekend is coming up. Biking might be in your plans for this weekend. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Dana Fulton. Hi, Dana.
Hey, it'll certainly be in my plans when we have temperatures warming up a bit more. Plenty of bikers out and about over the last several weeks. Always a reminder, please share the road, be safe, wear your helmet, and be mindful of others, bikes, cars, and otherwise. Overall temperatures for the next few days staying a little bit below average. We're in a cool pattern right now, at least through the middle of the week. Our rain chances really start to build in late Tuesday with a slight chance in the late afternoon, but a better chance for rain will build in overnight heading into Wednesday morning. By the time we get to Memorial Day weekend, a warmer trend building in for us. We'll see temperatures finally climb back above average. Right now, this high pressure is pulling away, so we've had more cloud coverage build in this evening. This next area of low pressure will slowly swing east and then build up north and pass overhead as we look ahead to Wednesday, bringing our heavier showers early in the day on Wednesday, and then cooler temperatures expected to drape behind it late Wednesday and into Thursday before we climb up this weekend. Mostly cloudy right now. Temperatures will fall down to the mid to low 40s for overnight lows. Tomorrow afternoon, highs will climb up to the mid to low 60s. So another cool day. There's a slight chance for a light shower in the late afternoon and evening. The better chance for rain will really build in Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And this is that warm front that we saw passing over, bringing heavier, steady showers through the area. Temperatures expected in the afternoon to climb up into the 60s for us on Wednesday under that warm front before we cool down as the cool front passes for us heading towards the back half of the work week. Overall rainfall totals in that 1.5 to 2 inch range with that warmer air building in more moisture for us Wednesday morning. So certainly a soggy start to Wednesday. We'll still have some shower chances on Thursday. So this precipitation total drags us close out into Friday morning. Highs tomorrow will be in the mid-60s, a mostly cloudy sky with that slight chance for showers late. The better chance does build in at night into Wednesday. In general, our temperature trend really holding on to that warmer air heading into the start of June. Quite likely that we'll see an above average trend and then a little closer to average once we settle into June in that 8 to 14 day outlook. Mid to low 60s for the next few days. We have cloud coverage building in tonight. Sticks with us for Tuesday. Scattered showers expected on Wednesday with a chance for showers on Thursday. Friday, we get the sunshine back and we climb back into the 70s. In the mid 70s on Friday. This weekend, we'll have the chance for some spotty showers for Saturday, Sunday, and for Memorial Day, Monday. It won't be a total washout, but it's one of those days where, of course, if you're having outdoor plans this weekend, you might want to just keep an eye on the radar. We'll have the chance for showers and thunderstorms heading into the start of next week. Temperature-wise, close to 80 through Memorial Day, Monday. So temps will be warm outside, and it will feel pretty comfortable. We'll just be keeping an eye on those storm chances. We'll stay above average looking ahead to the middle of next week with high temperatures trending in the mid to upper 70s. And overnight lows at that point trending close to 60. As far as traffic conditions go, things fairly smooth for us for most of Dane County. A little slow on the Beltline, though. Eastbound, things slow down close to John Nolan and then pick back up once we get through Monona. As far as Rock County and downtown Janesville, a lot of green popping up north and southbound on 3990 in Rock County and in Dane County right now, all green. From the Beltline to Janesville, 25 minutes. Middleton to Sauk sitting closer to about 16 minutes. Downtown to Sun Prairie, an 18-minute commute for us this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Coming up next, why Hollywood is banking on Top Gun Maverick to bring big audiences back to the big screens.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of industry-leading Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing offers from your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. My command center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Very well qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
I'm Alex Lasry, a Democrat running to beat Senator Ron Johnson.
And I'm Lauren Lasry, and this is our daughter Eleanor. I know Alex will always fight for working families.
To get more money in the pockets of working people and lower costs.
By making paid leave available and healthcare more affordable.
And I'll always be a relentless supporter of a woman's right to choose.
Especially now. Alex is exactly the kind of ally Tammy Baldwin needs in the Senate.
So I approve this message because we have to do better than having Ron Johnson as our senator.
Now is the time to transform your home. It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion. Right now, every Comfort 365 window style is 40% off.
At Champion, we make buying new windows easy. Unlike some other companies, we control every step of the process. We design, build, install, and guarantee it for life.
Upgrade your home and get 40% off all styles. Call now or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
Hey everybody, who's coming to the big show? It's Fed Aid, Saturday, June 11th at Ho Chunk Gaming and Casino in Wisconsin Dells. An all-day outdoor event. Come out for classic cars, trucks, and motorcycles during the day and stay for the concert at night. Featuring country superstar Trace Atkins, Runaway June, the Mascot Theory, and Beth Killian. All benefiting heat and housing for heroes. Visit VetAidWI.com for details and to purchase tickets for Trace Atkins.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go
smile.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It is a big week for Hollywood.
Memorial Day traditionally kicks off the summer movie season.
CBS's Tom Waite reports studios are counting on a long-delayed blockbuster for a pandemic rebound at the box office.
Good morning, aviators. This is your captain speaking.
Hollywood is banking on Top Gun Maverick, the Tom Cruise film the pandemic delayed for almost 3 years to be one of the summer blockbusters, bringing audiences back to the big screen.
I love the experience of the movie theater. It's nothing like it. Like the surround sound, the popcorn, all of it.
To infinity and beyond. 2 years of the pandemic battered the box office. In 2020, revenue plunged 81% from the year before. In 2021, 61%. COVID halted production, closed many theaters, including Hollywood's famed Cinerama Dome, and kept audiences at home to stream. But a jam-packed summer slate could get cinema crowds to return.
It's going to feel just like the good old days because you're going to have a big blockbuster almost every weekend.
While this year's mega hits like Doctor Strange
Things just got out of hand.
are giving the box office a boost, the movie business is down 45% from 2019.
This is the first time I'm going to go to a movie theater after COVID. So, yeah, I'm so excited.
Entertainment journalist Scott Movie Man says there are plenty of signs of a comeback.
The success of all these movies that we've now had, like Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and The Batman, is proof that people want to go to the movies. A movie is not a movie until it plays on the big screen.
Mance predicts Jurassic World Dominion will dominate the box office, but for many fans, the real star of the summer is movie houses.
I'm ecstatic that the theaters are open because it's my runaway place. This is where I go to run away from everybody.
Memorial Day weekend, the box office is expected to top $200 million, double that of last year. Tom Waite, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast.
Elevate the look of any living space with 11% off everything at Menards. Dutch Boy Platinum Plus paint features excellent stain blocking power and durability to stand up to what life throws at it. All Dutch Boy interior paint is 11% off. Find your dream floors with Shaw. From soft and luxurious carpet to durable laminate flooring and waterproof vinyl plank. Get the perfect look with 11% off all Shaw flooring now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Your energy, giving back to your community, fueling your drive to deliver hope for neighbors in need. At Alliant Energy, we're creating more clean, renewable energy every single day to power what matters to you. Because even during the most powerful moments in our lives, we're not thinking about power. We're thinking about a brighter future. Alliant Energy, powering beyond.
Drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the thrilling performance of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Violent and destructive riots in Kenosha, the Waukesha Christmas Parade tragedy, record-high homicides in Milwaukee, from defunding our police to releasing violent felons with low or no bail. Liberal Democrats have created the worst crime wave in decades. Senator Ron Johnson is standing with our brave law enforcement officers to keep Wisconsin families safe, and he wants to keep violent criminals behind bars where they belong.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Hit the road with Madison Magazine to explore Midwest gems just a car ride away. Then follow the DNA trail of a curious local cold case and take your appetite to sandwich spots that really stack up. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Want to know right now what the weather will be like tomorrow? Download the First Warn Weather app and get my 48-hour forecast to help you plan your day.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
We've got a lot of news to cover tonight. Almost 80,000 pounds of formula arrived here in the U.S. to help alleviate the baby formula shortage, as America's largest city declares a state of emergency over the crisis. Plus, a warning from the FBI, the staggering increase in phone scams targeting the elderly. What you need to know. And how a nun's winning attitude helps spark a revolution in women's sports. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And finally today, it was all in a day's work for firefighters on Madison's east side. A curious cat went up a tree and apparently couldn't figure out how to get back down.
The crew from Engine 10 got out all of their tall ladders. Oh yeah, that's a big guy. That's a big guy. Rescued the poor kitty, much to the relief of the cat's owner. Now, usually they just jump down.
I didn't think that actually happened. I just thought it happened in like the movies.
The movies.
That firefighters had to go get a cat out of a tree. What would you,
has your cat ever done that?
No, my cat's an indoor kitty cat though. So I'm a big advocate for indoor kitty cats, but I've also never seen a cat in a tree.
No, I never have either.
No, yeah, I don't.
But it really happened.
But it really happened.
Evidence right there.
East side of Madison, we got cats in trees, guys. Heroes saving kitty cats. As we look ahead to tomorrow, a little more cloud coverage building in. High temperatures for the middle of the week will be in the mid-60s with rain chances developing late Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll have some steady showers for Wednesday and Thursday. Warmer for Memorial Day weekend.
All right, Dana, thanks. John Dickerson's up next with the CBS Evening News, and we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6.
And Charlotte's back.
Join us at 6.